So you mean to tell me ESPN, the NFL Network, all you other big sports media outlets ain't got nothing else better to talk about than a simple motivational speech? Y'all ain't got nothing else better that y'all could be covering and talking about? The New York Giants got to be on the ends of y'all mouths? It's your boy, MacDaGiantsFan. Welcome to a special edition of the True Blue Podcast. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to a special edition of the True Blue Podcast, man. This was something I wasn't really planning on doing, so it's just something I threw together real quick, and I'll probably only going to be on here briefly, pretty briefly. Won't be taking up too much of your Friday evening. But let's just talk about it, man. Let's just talk about it. Everybody, man, like all over the world, ESPN, NFL Network, whatever, other sports, media outlets just seem to be so enamored with the motivational speech of John Harbaugh, man. Him speaking to his young football team. It just seems to, for whatever reason, be some kind of, whatever joke to everybody. What's going on, AK, man? Good to see you, my brother, man. I hope everything is going good with you, man. This football season is almost here, man. Football season is almost here. That's good to know, man. Good to know, brother. But yeah, everybody just want to keep talking about this speech. I mean, look, everybody have ways of expressing their point, expressing themselves. It ain't all the same. It's not, it's not all the same. Everybody has different ways of getting their point across. But the point that Harbaugh was getting across to his young football team is the actual importance of what it means to put on that New York Giant uniform. That's what it's all about. That WIN. It's what's important now. That's what it is. That's all it is. And it's just been in the disrespect of some of these jokers, man, out here just trying to call themselves clowning Harbaugh, almost like going out of their way to do so. We get it. The New York Giants been bad for a while, for too damn long. It don't take the history of this franchise away. Everybody know what it means to put on a New York Giant uniform. Everybody. Anybody that's got half a brain understands the significance of the New York Giant brand. There ain't no NFL without the New York Giants. You know what I mean? That's just real. It's one of the OG franchises. And with these young players we got on it, a young team like the New York Giants got right now, he's just pushing the point home. Letting them understand that it's a certain responsibility that you have when you put that uniform on. That's what it's all about. Stephen A. Smith with all his jokes, it's just the stench of New Jersey and all this other craziness he talking about. But you know who really upset me? Who really got to me the other day, man. Really got to me. It was Chris Canty. I was disappointed in you, brother. Disappointed in you for so many reasons. Because you up there, trying to be funny with your boy Stephen A. You better than most understand the importance and the significance of putting on that New York Giant uniform. And we've been dealing with a lot of tough years over the last decade. A lot of tough years. But you know the importance and significance of that uniform. and you're using your little media platform now on ESPN to want to be cracking jokes with your boy Stephen A. And then not even that on top, but not on the fact that you once used to play for the organization, used to wear that uniform. You also used to play for Baltimore too. Oh yeah, while John Harbaugh was coaching. You out here digging for stats, talking about John Harbaugh has so X amount of games where he had the Ravens had double-digit leads in the second half of games and they lost. Yeah, he had 17 of those over the course of him coaching there for 18 years. The New York Giants had like 4 or 5 of those games last year. Period. Just last season. What you got here in the chat for me, AK, man? So I got you guys as a dark horse. If all goes right and these guys buy into what Harbaugh preaches, you could have something special. But only time will tell. I definitely agree with that statement, AK, because I think you're right. I think that's what it comes down to. We're at the wait and see part of this whole thing. But so far visually, what I've seen so far visually has impressed me. The offseason, the acquisitions, the way he structured this roster, the way this team has a clear identity. You know what the New York Giants want to be. So far, he's passed the eye test. We got to get it. We got to get it. We got to get it and see what they're doing on this field and how they respond on the field. Obviously, hearing a lot of great things that they've been running around in their shorts and t-shirts all spring and the early part of the summer. But do need to see them get the pads on, see them on the field, and see what it's really hitting for. Dark horse as a playoff team, hopefully. I support that. I support that for sure. But just creating all this stir over a speech. Okay, you didn't like the speech? Then just don't like it. I mean, nobody said you gotta like it. It wasn't addressed to you anyway. Speech wasn't intended for you. It was intended for his young team. That's who it needed to get the point across to. And that's all that really mattered in the first place. We're trying to make news stories. I mean, look, kick us while we down. Yeah, we've sucked for the decade, a little more than a decade now, obviously. We've stunk. We ain't been good since our last Super Bowl. I get it, in 2011. That's the last time we were actually good. We ain't been good since then. But this here, I think you're just reaching at this point. It ain't like that video came out and was some kind of video that was all over the national TV and national whatever. I mean, what, you looking into the New York Giants social media pages? What you so concerned about a team that's so irrelevant for? And then want to go out and want to make national news of it, clowning a future Hall of Fame coach. It's a joke to me. That's why I can't get down with that whole ESPN and all that other shit. That's why I can't get down with it. Because them jokers is clowns now, man. Ain't nothing but a bunch of clowns on there. He said he just remembers Nick's first speech made him sound like he could have been on a tart cart and he got to a Super Bowl. So you'll be all right. Man, look, I ain't worried about it, brother. The speech was fine to me. He was addressing, like I said, his young team. He wasn't saying nothing wrong. To me, he was letting them know. It's some things is just putting on a New York Giants uniform. I'm not trying to disrespect none of these other teams in the league, but it ain't the same. Like for instance, that Carolina Panther uniform don't hold the same weight as the New York Giant uniform. You know what I mean? I'm just Jacksonville Jaguars and squads like, other teams. You know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say? I'm not trying to disrespect anybody at the end of the day. But at the same time, it's just certain franchises that are at a different point from a legacy standpoint. New York Giants, the Packers, You know what I mean? Teams like that, the Bears, squads like that, that's just, they are staples. The Steelers, Raiders, you can go on and on with a few of the big timers. Well, you know what I'm talking about. AK, I appreciate you, bringing me, leveling me out, man, bringing me back down, because I do appreciate you, man. It's not about how we take it as fans, it's how the players take his words as men. It's all that matters. You're right, man. That is all that matters. As long as the message got through to the team, ultimately, that's all that matters. I had to just speak on it, though. Just had to speak on it because it's just enough is enough, man. We get it. We're not a good team. We've been the butt of a lot of jokes for a lot of years now. But can't you just respect the fact that this is the most competent the New York Giants have looked approaching the season in a long time? Can we at least admit that on your platforms? Can we talk that talk? No, we don't want to talk that talk. We want to talk about speeches his coach gave back in like April or May or whenever it was. We want to dig up ridiculous stats to try to, belittle him even more. That's ridiculous to me. That's Bush League. It's absolute Bush League, man. Talk about the X's and O's. Training camps is approaching for everybody. Let's talk about that. I'm ready to get down to West Virginia, man, and get these boys on the field, man. Get these pads on. Get away. Yeah, I think that's why I'm excited about training camp for the New York Giants. Get away. This is for a little bit, man, and just go and focus and lock in. They ain't gonna be sleeping in their own beds at night. They're gonna be bunking up with each other, hanging out with each other. Family, brotherhood. That's the way it should always be. I never liked when they went back to when they went to the training camp at the facility. I used to love when the Giants used to go up to Albany every year. That shit make all these little things make a difference. He says, I understand, bro. Just hope everything works out so our division is even more competitive than it's been and get back to real hard hitting NFC football. Look, my brother, me and Adam was talking about this the other day, man, a little bit, man. And let me tell you something, bro. The NFC East in totality is back. It's back. It's back on the map again. What's going on, Bookends? Appreciate you popping in real quick, bro. But no, the NFC East is back this season, I believe. It's going to be a very competitive division. Whoever wins this division, they're not running away with it. They're going to have to earn it. Like I said, right now, we're still looking up at the Eagles for right now. But I think they can mess around and get caught this year, man, by anybody else in the division. I'm not even speaking just to the Giants at this point now. By anybody else. I think the division is as wide open as it's been in a long, long time. I don't think it's just going to be who's going to win this year, the Eagles or the Cowboys. I don't think it's just going to be that simple. I think the Giants and the Commanders are both going to have something to say about it. There's 5 teams easy who could take it. I think you meant 4. But I know what you mean. Yeah, I'm excited for the football season this year. I think it's going to be a very exciting season in the NFC East. And New York Giants, I guess they got guess you could call it a little bit of good news yesterday. Malik Neighbors. Malik Neighbors getting not starting the training camp on PUP. So we'll see. It's in the chat, Lou. But so that's good news, I suppose. I mean, the New York Giants, they definitely need to hear some sense of good news. We don't actually know how good news that is, honestly. Because he's not starting the training camp on PUP still don't mean he's going to be ready to go week 1, week 2. Who knows? He still might miss a couple of games to start the season off. But not being on PUP is somewhat positive information. So yeah, look, Giants, man, just need to just focus, lock in. I think that's what like I said, that's what's exciting about this season. Getting away for training camp and just locking in on football, man. Can you got a lot of unanswered questions on this football team? Can Tay Banks, is he ready to take that step and turn his career back around? Evan Neal possibly on this 1 year, last chance 1 year deal. Is he gonna be able to do something to make the roster? Can the other key players just stay healthy? That's gonna be a factor as well. I love Scat, bro. I can't wait to see what this kid can do over the next 5 years or so. Look, I'm excited, man. I'm excited because I think last year he was on his way to potentially maybe even being in the mix for that offensive rookie of the year as well. He was putting in touchdowns like crazy. And I think I was excited to see what he was going to do, man. So hopefully this year we get a full season of Scat. What's going on, Big Lou?
What's going on, my brother?
Man, this was something impromptu, man. Threw it together. I was at work, man, and I was kind of just sitting there and I kind of listening to podcasts on the phone while I was at work, and I'm just listening to these jokers just talking crazy over over a speech. You know what I mean? This man gave just talking reckless.
Bro, it's been a lot of hate. It's been a lot of hate thrown Harbaugh's way since he got hired, and I don't understand why. After having Brian Dable, Joe Judge, uh, Pat Shermer, Ben McAdoo, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand how you can hate on a coach with the caliber and the pedigree that Harbaugh has after enduring the 4 coaches that I just named. Everyone should be doing backflips and be ecstatic that we have a culture change, that we now have an identity, that we now have a decent offensive line and a usable defensive front. Yeah, we don't have Dexter Lawrence no more. Yeah, we don't have Saquon. But you know what? We got a quarterback. We got Cam Scatterbull. We got a Malik Neighbors who's not starting on the PUP list. We have Malachi Fields, Isaiah Likely, OBJ, Juju Schuster. Like, we have a squad, bro. And we have a coach and an identity and a culture. And the fact that people are hating on this man is just crazy to me. Like, I'm literally super confused at the fact that people are mad considering the coaching staff we've had to deal with for the past 10 years.
And just another little note. I mean, seen a report from Jordan Renan earlier that I mean, this is nothing to get too excited about yet. But he's saying as right now from sources and things, some of his things he knows that right now Odell Beckham is probably in the driver's seat to get that last receiver spot in this receiver room. So
I told you, bro.
We'll see how that all pans out, man.
I told you 2 months ago when you was like, man, I don't think so. You know, he's just gonna be wasting a roster spot. And listen, I agree with you that he might not be number 1 caliber receiver no more because of all the injuries and all that. I agree with you 100%. But even the 75% OBJ is better than some of the guys we had in that wide receiver room. You know what I'm saying? So if he gets that last spot, at the end of the day, even if he's not a number 1 or number 2, right? He's still a receiver that you cannot take your eyes off of as a DB. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta see. He's got to survive training camp first.
Absolutely. But if he does, and he makes the 53-man roster, whenever he steps on the field, even if he's just a decoy in our coaching staff's mind, the defense cannot take their eyes off of him. Because if you just let him get behind you and you focused on all the other dudes, he can still hurt you.
Well, look, there's some potential there. I mean,
Even if it's just a first down to keep the sticks moving,
well, that's
that
pretty
still
much what
hurts.
you're looking for. Not necessarily looking for the huge plays from him. I think at this
Yeah,
point.
no, you're not looking for the big 20-yard, 30-yard chunk plays, but if he can move the sticks for you on 3rd and 7, I'm fucking happy with that. You know what I'm saying?
You could try, AK, man. I think I'm not quite sure you can still handle that yet, man. But you could try, bro.
What?
He says AK says he'll run circles around OBJ. He said line him
Shit.
up.
Shit. Hey, look, I fucks with you, AK, but especially after the injury you just came back from, you might want to just play Madden, brother. Because I ain't even have the injury you had, but I tell you what, my old ass playing Madden, I'm not getting out there and hitting shit no more. I'm tell you right now. I'm, I'm not hitting nothing but some skins. You heard?
There we go. Bookends. Bookends says we have a real football coach who wants to bully, and we have some young dudes who aren't okay with mediocrity. That's what I'm talking about.
Listen,
These cats, we got jokers on this team that don't know nothing about nothing but losing. You got people on this team who only know losing. They don't know anything about winning.
Facts. Anybody on our team who was on our roster for the last 4 years don't know nothing about winning. So I agree with you 100%.
I mean,
but here's another little thing though. That lineman we drafted, Francis Marinoa. You remember that interview? He said, I die for Dart.
Yes, sir.
Bro, listen, that's the kind of shit that infects a locker room, bro. You know what I'm saying? That energy that Scatterboo injected into this team when he stepped on the field, that mental process that Francis Marinoa is stepping onto the field with, that type of shit is infectious and contagious. And that spreads in the locker room. And when you get a bunch of dudes on the same page with that mindset, that's when you have a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like Philly, right? Now, I don't like Philadelphia. I'm a Giants fan. But when they adopted that underdog mentality and they started coming into the arena with that German Shepherd mask, that shit gets infectious, bro. And it spreads around the locker room and other guys start to buy in and start to step up. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. What's going on, AK? How you doing, bro?
Yo, what's good, guys?
Up, AK?
What's good, man? Ah, man, I missed you guys. It's been a minute. How you doing?
Pretty
great,
good. Good to
man.
hear from you, man. One of the
Ah,
only
you
Eagles
too.
fans that I won't curse out when I see him, you know?
Oh shit. Nah, man. I love what you guys got going on. I'm not even gonna play, bro. I think this is gonna be like Mac was saying earlier. I think it's gonna be a good year. For everybody. Except, I really do think Washington's gonna have a rough year, unfortunately. You know. Uh, but I
Which
think
is
you got.
crazy because they got some players too, and they drafted well too.
Well, I think it's because they went really old 2 years ago, and that kind of put them back a little bit. You know, I mean, Bobby Wagner was good that 1 year, but ever since, and Zach Ertz and like they just went old, which is fine, but that only lasts so long. We'll see though, man. Plus, I think Daniels needs to gain a little bit of weight, dude. You can't just be hurting your elbow from getting tackled. You know what I mean? He had that shit happen twice last year.
Well, that's the big thing with me with the Washington Commanders. I think they can be a factor if they keep Jaden Daniels healthy. Period.
Yeah.
Because a couple years ago when they went to the NFC Championship game that season, that kid
was on fire, bro. That kid was on fire.
He wasn't surrounded by talent. He wasn't surrounded by like this amazing roster of players.
All he had was McLaurin. All he had was McLaurin and Justin Jefferson.
It was him balling. Like that was what he did. He's a ball, and you saw the impact it had on them last season with him being so as injured as he was and missing so much time. It just had a direct effect on the Washington Commanders. They were expected to be a good team last year. And unfortunately, things just fell apart. And I think as long as they can keep him healthy, they're going to be in the mix because I think he's that special of a talent at the quarterback position. I just really do. I believe in what I see. My eyes don't lie, and I see a great quarterback in that kid. So I just think
I agree.
that's what
I
it's
just
going to
hope
come
they
down to.
didn't. I just hope they don't RG3 him, dog.
Well, yeah, that's yet to be
There
determined.
is a point to where this kid will break. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just hope you can fix it before that happens. That's the only thing.
Well, we'll see. I mean, I have to see, man. But
Well,
right
it's a
now,
different coaching staff now. You know that coaching staff was that Shanahan that did that to RG3.
Yeah,
yeah, that
yeah,
was Mike
Yeah,
Shanahan.
yeah, and they they forced him back early, and once he re-injured himself, his confidence was shattered. He always second guessed himself after that. That man
I
would have
know,
had a hell of a
man, but
career.
Lou, you know, as a young person, and because we were young once, we feel invincible, man. And there was
Yeah.
times
Oh yeah.
we said that we could play when probably we shouldn't have. And
Yep.
that
And
is
that's
up
why
to
the coach
you
has to
as the
save you
coach.
from yourself. Yep.
Exactly. So that's
Yep.
what I'm saying. Like, I understand this kid might tell you, "Hey, I'm good," but that is up to this coaching staff to be like, "Nah, bro, we need to save you from you right now. Just
Hey,
get
look,
better."
Brian
You know.
Dable, prime example. He was about to send Jackson Dart back out there after he went into blue tent. Remember?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? He was running to the blue tent, like, come on, give me my quarterback back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, no, if he's hurt, he can't go in there. Fuck
Yep.
whether your job is on the line or not. Your job is to protect that young man. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? Not your job.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? You're a millionaire,
Agreed.
bro. You're not supposed to be there to protect your paycheck. You should protect that young man from himself. And he showed
Understood.
right there that
Agreed.
he was not equipped to do that. And I'm glad, I'm not wishing any man not make a living.
Your players should be your first priority, bro.
Right. And their health. You know what I'm
Always.
saying? And
Always.
he showed in that move that he was not the guy for the job, although in my opinion, he showed prior to that he wasn't the guy for the job. But that was the final straw, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yep.
while I don't wish any man not be able to make an income or feed his family, Dable ain't hurting. He got a job immediately after that. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that
Yep.
we separated him from Dart, and I'm glad that we now have Harbaugh here, a coach with a real culture and a real plan. And I think that that's going to be seen week one on the field with the Giants, man. I think it's being seen right now in West Virginia, so I can't wait to see what the Giants do this year, man. Honestly.
No, I don't know what some people see, dude, because, I've heard some negative things about the kid, and I'll tell you this. I have very high standards and hopes for him. I see all I saw last year, even though you guys had a pretty bad record. That kid's passes were pretty damn accurate for what he had to work with, receiver wise. It was
Oh
always on
yeah.
the money. It was always on point. Um, most of the time, either they were deflected or they got just dropped or they were caught or whatever. His passes are he has beautiful passes.
Yeah. He
You know,
wasn't throwing a lot
his
of
ball.
picks.
No,
He
dude,
wasn't throwing a lot of
and
picks. He
he's
was accurate.
accurate. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was very accurate,
Threw,
and
threw five
I
interceptions.
I can't really put his misfortunes that people want to put on him. Like, you got to have people that have to catch the ball too.
Yeah, bro.
You guys didn't have an AJ Brown. You guys didn't have a Stephon Diggs. You guys didn't have a DeAndre Hopkins or any of these
Shit, we
guys.
didn't even have Malik Neighbors. Malik Neighbors got hurt
Right,
early. So
right,
we're throwing the
and your
ball.
halfback was injured too. So
Yeah. And you're throwing the
I
ball to
can
fucking
only
you're throwing the ball to Butterfingers over here,
yeah.
who
So
and
I can only give the kids so much shit before I have to look at other people. You know.
And look,
Um. Go ahead,
he,
Mac. This is your show. Go for it, bro.
look,
Sorry.
I'm saying last year, he threw five interceptions last year. Three of them in one game against the New
Right.
Orleans Saints. Against the New Orleans Saints. So I mean, yes, I think people are way talking about Jackson Dart's passing ability. He threw a lot, like
Yeah.
you said, a lot of perfect balls. A lot of drop passes. I don't know how many drop touchdown passes he threw last year, but
Right,
quite a few. Quite a few.
right.
You know what I mean? Theo Johnson, Darius Slayton can go on and on with the guys that were just not hanging on to the football. So yeah, Jack, he got robbed in Rookie of the Year, all that good stuff. I mean, because people try to just. I think people's problem with Jackson Dart, the real issue is they feel like he's too Hollywood already. I mean, he's the quarterback for the New York Giants.
No,
He's gonna
dog,
get
that's not what it is.
he's gonna get invited to shit. He's gonna be
People
making
are gonna
appearances.
hate.
He's gonna
People
be.
are gonna hate.
That's but I'm saying that's what I mean. You hating on the fact that this kid has a life, that this kid enjoys his life. Okay,
No,
yeah.
no, that's not what I'm saying, bro. I'm
The
saying
fact
like
is,
people
they
don't
hate.
like to people don't like to take their cap off when they talk football. People like to sit there and they like to talk as a fan of their team. And the fact is that I can sit here, and that's what makes me different from a lot of people. And you guys know that I can take my cap off as an Eagle fan.
And
I'm
just
not
talk
afraid.
football
I'm not
objectively.
afraid.
Yeah,
Exactly. I'm not
yeah,
afraid to sit here and give Jackson Dart his credit where his credit is deserved. And I'm not afraid to sit here and
yeah.
say a lot of that shit last year was not on him because I don't give a fuck about my
Just
Eagles.
like I
What,
just
what,
said, the Eagles with the dog mask. You know what I'm saying? That shit was infectious. That don't make me an Eagles fan, but I
but
can
here's
sit
the
here
thing,
and
though. What?
objectively say, yo, they killed it when they bought into that shit.
Sure.
And you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yeah.
I can sit
But
here and
but
say that as a Giants fan because I can be an objective football fan and not be all about hurting my feelings. You know what I'm
But what
saying?
does Jackson Dart's success have to do with my Eagles? Because here's the thing, and this is where a lot of people are going to figure shit out. If you truly think that Jalen Hurts is a top 10 quarterback, then you ain't going to worry about if A.J. Brown is on this team or not. Because here's the thing, no one worried about if Peyton Manning had a top 10 wide receiver. No one worried if Tom Brady had a top 10 wide receiver. People who are good don't need top 10 wide receivers. They can get it done with a Julian Edelman and a Danny Amendola. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, man, Dart is a really good quarterback compared to what you've had over the last 7 years. You guys have built a foundation to your team that you can build off of. And that's the most important part. People actually will walk in to their week and they will scheme on how to stop Cam Scatterboo. They will walk in and they will try and scheme and how to stop Jackson Dart and Malik Neighbors. You guys didn't have that before. The only one you had was Saquon, and once it's one person, it's real easy just to pinpoint one person and stop that guy. Now you have multiple things, and that's just 1 year. You guys are still building off of this. You know what I mean? You guys got Harbaugh for the next 3-4 years. So God knows where it goes next year and the year after. Like we're just talking about year one right here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not afraid to take my cap off and say y'all got something special going here. As long as everyone stays healthy, as long as everyone buys into what Harbaugh is saying, and as long as Jackson Dart can do what Lamar Jackson couldn't, and that is not play hero ball and just take what's given to you. You don't have to be the one guy. Let everyone be part of it. You know what I mean?
Well, I think every quarterback has to learn that when they first come in the league because you're trying to make a name for yourself. You're trying to make them stats. You're trying to hit them marks, right?
Hmm.
And be the best. So, and you're young and like as you said earlier, when we're that age, we think we're invincible, and
Yeah.
it's incumbent on the coach to drill that into you like, look, hey, this is the ultimate team sport. You know what I'm saying? There's 11 of you guys working in unison as one on the field each play. So
Yep.
don't put the pressure on yourself of trying to play hero ball. Find the open man, take the easy yards, take what the defense gives you. If you get away with 3 or 4 yards per play, we'll take it because you'll move the sticks. It doesn't have to be 20, 30 yard chunk plays every time. And that's what Patrick Mahomes had to learn. You know what I'm saying? He's still
Well,
learning that.
and that's what Harbaugh's job is. But okay, so
Hmm.
here's the thing, and this is just throwing random numbers out. But Harbaugh needs to go to Dart and be like, listen, we pay neighbors $30 million a year, so to make your job easier, we pay Scattaboo 20 million dollars a year to make your job easier. We pay them, so use them. You know what I mean? Like that. That's got to
How
be his
much is
message.
Scatterbull? How much is Scatterbull getting paid?
I'm just throwing random numbers.
Oh, I
Shut
was
up.
about to say. I was about to say. You let
Did you not?
Saquon walk
Did you,
over
yo, did
13
you?
mil?
Yo, did you not just hear? I was just throwing random numbers. I'm just saying, like, he's got to relay the message that listen, you got stars around you for a reason. You know,
Yeah.
instead of trying to
See,
be Carson Wentz, where
I
you're trying
think
to be
Isaiah
Mr. Home Run
Likely is
20
going to be his
times.
security blanket, believe it or not.
Exactly. Like, let neighbors take a 5 yard catch 20 fucking yards. That's what we pay him to do. See, that's the thing. Quarterbacks need to stop and realize that you don't need to throw 60 yards every fucking pass.
If
It's
he
all
runs
right.
60 yards, that still counts to you. Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you. You gave throw 5 yards, dude. Do you think I don't that we weren't paying fucking AJ Brown $100 million to go 60 yards every play? No, we pay him to go 5 and take it 60. You know what I mean? Like that.
Hmm.
Let's not get this twisted here. So don't overwork yourself. Don't try and be more than what you gotta be. Let your stars around you do what they need to do too. Because when they look good, you look good. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
think this is the year that Harbaugh and the Giants shut a lot of people up and put at the league on notice. And next year, everybody's going to be worried about the Giants. Right now, everybody's just anxious to see how it's going to come together. Next year,
I
everybody's going to
agree.
be worried about the
I
Giants.
agree. I agree.
hopefully that's what they playing up for. They play to. What's going on, Joe Ferris? Appreciate you stopping in, my guy. Say what up, Lou.
Paris.
Uh, but nah, it's just look. I'm at the point now where I'm ready. Like I said, I want to see him put some pads on. Like I said, I've been watching him run around all spring. I want to see him put some pads on. I
I
want to
want to
see
see some
people. I
CTE
want to
shit.
see. I want to see people getting hit. I want to see physicality. I want to see this defense play disciplined. I want to see if that back end can get their heads out their ass and cover people. I want to see if our pass rushers can put their fingers in the dirt, everybody else other than just Brian Burns, and get their ass to the quarterback. I want to see all of this. I want to see if we can finally figure out how to not give up 500 yards on the ground every damn game. I want
You
to. I
know
want
what?
to. I want to know. I want to see if this team is ready to take that next step. Like I said earlier, everything looks good. Has looked good all through the spring since John Harbaugh got here. He's put together a great roster. He's instilled an identity into this football team. What I want to see is what I want to see it. Now I want to see it on the field and make sure and see if it truly all works. Because if it's not, I'm not questioning John Harbaugh as a coach. Then we're gonna then it's time. That's when it's time for me to personally have to do some serious soul searching and questioning to the personnel on this football team. That's all. That's all it's gonna come down to. Because I
Well,
believe John Harbaugh is a proven coach. He's
Hey,
proven.
hey,
absolutely.
We know what he can do.
I know you
Absolutely.
two know your team more than anybody. What would you guys say is your weak point right now? On offense or
DB.
defense? Like what?
DBs.
DBs, corners, you think? Yeah.
The biggest question mark is in the secondary, in my opinion. Yeah,
Secondary.
Yeah.
the
So
DBs.
biggest
Yep.
the
so
biggest question mark.
who is your
And
high
that
hope?
too.
Would you say your high hopes a Debo or
Colton Hood.
It's just a matter of. It was so bad back there in the back end last year. It's just a weak point. Period. Everybody's got to step up. Colton Hood, second round draft pick. Hope he works out and hope he works the best for him. But
And I
everybody's got to
hope
step
Banks
up.
steps up. I need
Everybody,
well?
Banks to step up.
all of that.
Nubin.
Everybody, it was bad. The secondary, the
But
corners,
listen,
the safeties, it was all
What?
terrible last year.
Well,
I
and Joe,
think, I think,
You got to understand something here, real quick, bud. Rome wasn't built overnight. You know,
no, absolutely.
I don't think anyone is going to sit here and expect you guys to not have a bad
I hear you,
season.
Joe.
You're probably expecting like 6, 7, 8 wins, I would assume.
Who?
Which
I'm
isn't
expecting 11 wins, motherfucker. This is 11-6. Have
right,
you
right.
lost
Shut
your
up, bro.
mind?
You say 11 wins every motherfucking year.
Well, look, here we go. Joe Farrell, like you said, like my man Joe said right here. I mean, the run defense is also something we have to prove we can do. Dexter
well,
Lawrence,
But
you're supposed to have like the
that's
number.
what I'm trying to
Wait,
get to.
Dexter,
Aren't you
Hold
guys?
hold on,
Aren't you guys?
hold on.
Aren't you
Dexter,
guys supposed to have a number one defensive line though this year? Like, I
no,
mean,
no,
number
no,
one,
No.
number
We
two.
just let
no,
Dexter
no,
Lawrence leave.
no. Hold on.
So we
Look,
have
the
to
New York
see
Giants,
what we have.
the New York Giants run defense has been abysmal for the last 3-4 years at least. I mean,
Shit,
terrible,
5.
I know,
terrible.
but you guys have
No,
a
what I'm saying,
bunch of draft capital on that D line right now. Right
no, we
now,
do
Well,
as it
not.
sits.
No, we do
this.
not. We
This
have
is what I
DJ
was about
Reader.
to say.
We got
I
DJ Reader and a couple other old guys. You know, I'm
Yeah,
looking at.
I need to see if Darius Alexander and Arvell Reese are gonna plug that middle up, apply pressure so the quarterbacks can't step up into the pocket. Okay, that way the edge rushers can close that off, and then we won't have to rely on our DBs that much. Because if they can create pressure up the middle and on the edges, then there's no way for the quarterback to step up in the pocket and find a throwing lane, which means he either has to roll out and bootleg to his left or to his right, or he has to drop back deeper.
Well, in theory, that does actually work because, in all honesty, creating pressure throws off the timing and momentum of a quarterback because they're usually able to do their drop back in 3, 5, or whatever it is that they are choosing to do at the time.
And that's what I want to see
If you
without
create
Dexter
pressure in
Lawrence.
2 seconds on a 3-second quarterback, that causes disruption in your passes and stuff. That's what I'm talking about. It doesn't technically necessarily have to be the most amazing thing. You The one thing I've always asked is what's better, pressure or finishing? In certain instances, pressure is actually
Pressure.
better than actually
Yeah.
getting sacks because
In certain
pressure throws
instances, yes.
timing off. In certain
Yep.
instances, yes, everyone loves sacks. Everyone wants to see
Of
somebody
course.
with 19,
But
20
pressures are
sacks. That's
just as
amazing.
effective. Yeah.
But pressures are just as important as sacks are, and sometimes not even finishing matters. So that's all I'm saying. Is you guys
Listen,
have a Bill Carter,
a
you have
pressure
all
can
these
force
guys.
a pressure can force an errant throw, which leads to a turnover, as opposed to a sack just leading
Exactly.
to a down. You know what I
That's all
mean?
I'm
So
saying. That's all I'm saying.
yeah. Yeah, and that's what I want to see. If Darius Alexander can create enough pressure up the middle, because he's our young guy. He's the
Well,
guy that we have to develop to take that spot. Because like Mac just said, we got some older guys that we signed, when we let Dex go.
I'm
So
not.
I really need to see if Darius Alexander is going to be that future guy. And if him and Arvell Reese have that chemistry to when he creates the pressure, Arvell Reese can get through the A gap through the middle.
Well, look, it's just a matter of people doing their job. Period.
Facts,
Exactly.
Just
facts,
don't just do your
facts,
job. Period. Like I said, in the
facts.
middle. I mean, Darius Alexander, third round pick last year. I think he started coming on last year as the season went on. You know what I mean? So I believe that I feel like he's going to take another step. Yet he's also a mature guy. He's a what, second year player that's like
Hmm.
I think 26 years old or something like that, maybe,
Yeah,
or something like
that's why
that.
I want to see that second year leap.
So I think he'll be okay. I mean, we got, like I said, if DJ Reader can do what he does, plug up take up consume bodies. You know what I mean? Let the
Pause.
linebackers flow. Let the linebackers flow. I think that will be all right. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's a matter of people doing their job. Shelby Harris,
Absolutely.
another veteran defensive lineman. I mean, what we brought in. That's just what it comes down to. Unfortunately, we lost Boy Roberts and Harris. He ain't coming back this year. He's gonna be out for the whole year. You know what I mean? He was another solid depth piece on the defensive line as well. But it's just football. It's the
Do
nature of
you
the game.
still have a Karake?
No, Bobby
No,
Okereke, he can't
hell
run.
no,
He in
No.
Tennessee.
hell no.
We got Tremaine
Well,
Edmonds and
I'm sorry,
Arvell
I
Reese.
haven't kept up the whole time. So
We got Arvell Reese. We got Tremaine Edmonds in the middle of that defensive line, and I mean in that line in the middle linebackers. I think we're gonna be. I think we can be
Edmonds
solid.
is nice. Edmonds
If
is
people
nice. Hell yeah.
if people do their job, I think we can be nice.
Yeah,
Joe
our
Ferry said,
linebacker core consists of Tremaine Edmonds, Arvell Reese, Abdul Carter, Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau, Micah McFadden, and another one I can't remember.
Which most of those guys are on the line anyway, correct?
Well, no, I mean, well, technically, they in our scheme, they're linebackers, and in 4-3, they would be.
They play on the edge.
Yeah, I mean, but
yeah.
DJ Reader, he says DJ Reader's beard got as much gray as mine. You're very crazy, bro. So
But our linebackers can create pressure when they're rushing off the edge.
Exactly. They play like TJ Watt does off the edge. Yeah.
Says if Reese is some type of demon, we got a shot. Edmonds is on the downside. I don't agree with that. I don't think Edmonds is on the downside. Edmonds is only 28 years old. As long as he's been in the league,
from the Jets, right?
From Chicago.
He came from Chicago last year. He started started his career in Buffalo. Is in Chicago the last couple of years. Now he's here. The only reason he's not in Chicago still is because they just didn't want to invest any more money in him because they got other things that they still need to take care of. And I get that. That was a business decision, not because he had a pretty solid year last year. Chicago was still playing at a high level. So I wouldn't say he's on his downside. I gotta disagree with you on that a little bit, Joe. But
that dude still got a lot of upside.
Benjamin Carrasco, welcome to the channel, man. If you new, man, hit that like and subscribe button for your boy, MacDaGiantsFan. Much greatly appreciated, man. Says, been watching my Giants for 30 years. These clowns think you have to act tough to be tough. We know what a Harbaugh team looks like. Those clowns talking can kick rocks. Let's fucking go. That's what I'm talking about, man.
That's a fact. The quietest man in the room is the most dangerous, not the loudest. Harbaugh's quiet. And he has an identity he's trying to build for this team and a culture. And as long as these guys buy in, we are going to be a rough ground game, time controlling, big chunk play action type of team.
Says pressure. Joe says pressure. I don't know. Sounds like an excuse. It's like a dude hanging out at the mall in the 90s, asking every girl out on a date, but nobody says yes. It's a big zero, but you coming strong though. No, I mean pressure does matter. Sometimes you don't always get home, but if you can create that pressure, that disruption, that definitely counts, man. Canty is another bozo. Absolutely, man. Chris Canty really, I'm like, I wanted to reach through my screen and choke his ass because I'm like, you not only played for the New York Giants for a good part of, I can't remember if was he on the 11 Super Bowl team? I can't remember now.
Mm-hmm.
But he not only played for the Giants, you also played for John Harbaugh in Baltimore as well. And you on TV like cracking jokes with Stephen A. Smith, trying to be a clown, man. I don't even respect shit like that. Like I said earlier, Chris Canty, you should know as much as big as almost anybody how important the New York Giant uniform is. Like I said, that's the message John Harbaugh was getting across to his young team, man. Like you got to respect this uniform. If you're not ready to play football, you ain't ready to strap it up, then you're not worthy of this uniform. That's the message he was getting across, man. So to me, it's a joke. Bookend says pressure rate, talking about, and he says, if you say Darius Alexander, NASCAR, I'm out, Matt. No, that's not the same. He's a defensive tackle. He's a real defensive tackle. He's not like Justin tucking on the inside. That's something you would, if we did go like NASCAR, which everybody keeps talking about this NASCAR, like, look, that's Steve Spagnuolo shit back in the day. Let what you call have it do his thing, whatever that's going to be. You know what I mean? Let
Denard Wilson,
yeah, thank God, black on his name. Let him do his thing the way however he gonna do it. You know what I mean?
I got your back, Mac. I'm here. I got you.
He said,
well, listen, guys.
Pressure bust pipes, man.
What'd you say, AK?
I love both of you guys. I'm gonna get out of here, get back to smoking my weed, drinking my beer on this Friday night.
Okay.
But no lie, man. I hope you guys all the best, and you and your families.
Before you go, we got a question for you, AK. Before you go,
I'm not. First off, I'm not a kid, dog. I am 40 years old, so please do not call me kid.
My guy Joe Ferry says, "Ask AK." I just refer to you by your name. Ask AK. Are they going to sign Jalen Carter? Feels like they don't want to because he's a knucklehead.
Well, listen, if it is up to most Eagle fans, they're going to say we can do without him. But I'm going to tell you this. A lot of people have compared him to Reggie White. In 3 years, Reggie White had 35 sacks. Jalen Carter in 3 years has had 5. To me, he is not anywhere near Reggie White. He is not anywhere near anyone. He is not near the top 12 that he was drafted with. I will put it to you this way: he's not worth fucking the money. I'd just get the draft capital for him and move on. I mean, we've had DTs like Javon Hargrave move on and be successful, and they've been more balanced in the run and pass. Yeah, man, DTs, you can find them all the time. Hargrave or Carter's done nothing to make me feel he is like the all in be all Aaron Donald or Reggie White. So yeah, no reason for us to sign him, in my opinion. So that's just
All
me.
right.
Well,
Interesting.
shit, I don't think you can compare anyone to LT or anyone to Reggie White. So,
No, man, no,
yeah, that's
no.
when people do that, I be like, what? Nigga, the Minister of Defense? Like, come on, man,
Right.
stop it, bro.
No, I'm
Stop it.
tired of it, bro. You know what? I have watched Jordan Davis grow over these last few years and be a menace in the middle, and he has earned his spot. He's earned his money. Carter to me is just a little punk, and you know, listen, don't get me wrong. He's a terror. He's a menace in the middle. He creates pressure all day. But guess what? I can find probably 10 other defensive tackles who do the same fucking thing.
I don't know if I agree with you totally on that. I think he's one of the
I
special,
do.
kind of more special ones to me. I don't know if he's just
Bro, he has
one that
5
you just.
sacks in 3 fucking years. How
He's not. He,
special is that?
he's not there to get sacks though. That's not what the
Yes,
defensive
he
tackle job
is.
is. No.
Jordan, no, listen. You got this twisted, dog. Jordan Davis is not there to get sacks.
No,
Jordan
he's
Davis is
definitely
the
no.
run stopper.
No, he definitely
No,
is.
no,
No,
no, no.
hey, hear me out. Hear me out.
No,
Hear
no,
me out.
Oh
This is what I
shit.
mean. This is what I mean about the thing with defensive tackles and those special guys. The sack numbers they get, the sack numbers they accumulate, that's the bonus. That's what Dexter Lawrence gave the New York Giants as well. That's the bonus. Defensive tackles are not there to get sacks. Defensive tackles are there to clog up that middle of that defense. They're there to stop the run. That's what they're there for.
Okay,
Stop the run and reroute.
fine. I will even give you that, but I will tell you this right now. He still isn't no Fletcher Cox.
Fletcher Cox. I mean,
Fletcher Cox was
look,
still fucking better than Jalen
Fletcher Cox
Carter.
is awesome. I mean, he hasn't. He still
Yeah, but listen. We're talking about past contracts. We're talking about past players. We're talking about what he's supposed to be, what everyone says he is. He still isn't no Fletcher Cox right now, even in his motherfucking prime.
I'll give you a prime example of the importance of him. Like, look at when I played. Look when he played the Giants last year on Thursday Night Football. The game we ended up busting your ass last season. That game, he didn't play in that game.
Let me ask you this, Mac. Do you think that I couldn't get the same amount of production out of Javon Hargrave as I've gotten out of Jalen Carter over the last 2 years?
I don't think so, man.
Yes, I could. Hargraves just went to the motherfucking Super Bowl last year, dog.
I think you're downplaying how good Jalen Carter
No,
is.
dude, I'm not. Bro, I'm telling you, watch. In 5 years, we're not even going to be talking about this kid. I promise you. Why?
Damn.
But I know when he's not on the field for y'all, it's a difference on that defense.
Dude, he wasn't on the field half of the year last year, and our defense was still top 5.
When the Giants played y'all last year on that Thursday Night Football game, we were just running off through y'all defense, and a big part of that was because Jalen Carter wasn't on the field.
That ain't true. Stop taking away the credit. No, listen, man. Listen to me. We were without Jalen Carter half the motherfucking year last year, and our defense was still on fucking point and on lock. You had one fucking good game where the fucking run game worked, and not just that, Cam Scatterboo's a fucking freak to begin with. That you want to say that's fine. Go for it. But I'm telling you, Carter is not the end-all, be-all, dog. I'm telling you, he isn't.
I'm not saying anybody's the end-all, be-all. I'm saying right now, Jalen Carter is absolutely a top 5 at his position right now in the NFL. He is a top 5 defensive tackle right now.
I guess.
He is not.
Okay, but I'm telling you right now, I watch him every fucking week, every all the time. He's on my team, bro. And I'm
What?
telling you right now, I can look at a
I
lot
watch
of
him every week
people,
by
and
default.
I understand he's an amazing talent, dude. I understand that, but it's not the end all, bro. He's not going to be the guy. I'm telling you, man. You can easily get the same production out of somebody else that you get out of him. I'm telling you. You really put too much fucking faith and
Okay.
trust in the Jalen Carter, bro.
I
You
just can't
really do.
agree. I mean, look, I respectfully don't agree with you. You know what I mean? Definitely respectfully. It's all
That's
respect.
fine. That's fine. And
I just
that's
don't agree
fine.
with you. Jalen Carter is a top 5 defensive tackle in this league, and he may even you could even make an argument that he's a top 3. He's that good. I don't know
That
what
is fine.
I just don't know what you're not seeing. That kid is a difference
Because
maker
last year, dog,
when
he
he's
was
on the
hardly
field.
out there. He was
Well,
injured half the
he was
year and he was
injured.
suspended for 2 fucking games. And my
Well,
defense was still on lock. Then no one could run against my defense and he wasn't
look,
even out there.
Cam
you
What
got
are you
Scatterman
talking
ran against
about?
y'all.
look,
Shit.
you got one of the best defensive coordinators in football, absolutely, in Vic Fangio, and you got talent all over that roster. I'm not saying you don't, but I'm just saying
I've
Jalen
had 2
Carter
defensive
is a special
tackles
talent.
go on and have great careers other than him.
It's
Are you
still going to be.
serious?
I don't know what you got against Jalen Carter, bro.
I don't
He's a
have
special
anything
talent.
against him. I didn't say that, but I'm telling you, he's not the end all be all. I would rather have Quinyon Mitchell, Tariq Woolen, and Cooper DeJean over fucking Carter. I can find another person that can do what Carter does. That's all I'm saying.
Look,
I'd
I don't
rather
think
have
so.
3 lockdown corners than fucking 1 fucking amazing DT. I can find a DT or 2 to do what he does. That's what fucking cycling in and out substitutions are for. That's what teams do all the fucking time. You have a DT for the run. You have a DT for the pass. Sometimes you have a DT that can do both. What I'm saying is
Man,
he's not
listen.
the end all
Listen.
be all.
Y'all spending
Look,
all this time on DTs. I hate DTs. Get you all excited and then don't do
no, I
nothing.
mean,
Ain't
look,
nothing worse
I
than a
just
DT.
look because I'm a big guy myself, and that's what I do when I watch football. I watch the big man. I watch the trenches. And
Of course.
Pause.
And I never
and
said he's bad. I never said he's bad. I just said that I can find someone else to do what he does and that
you
pisses people off.
you're not
This is the argument that
you
I'm
don't
talking about.
you don't just pluck Jalen Carter's off of trees, man. You don't just pluck
Bro,
those ain't the kind of players you just pluck off of trees. He's a
He
spec.
did.
He's
Hey,
one
hey,
he's
Matt,
one of those
bro,
kind of
Matt,
go
special
look
players.
at
Matt.
his
Hold
stats,
up,
They're
Mac.
hold
not
up,
Mac,
hold
Mac,
up, hold up,
go
hold up.
look at
Time out,
listen
time
to
out,
me. Go
time out.
look at his
Hold up,
stats and where
time
he
out,
was
time
drafted.
out,
His
time out.
stats are not worth a
I'm about to
12th
blow my
overall pick.
whistle.
he
I'm
should have
about
been
to
a
blow
top
my
5
whistle.
pick. Y'all shouldn't even
And
be
his
able to get
stats
him at 12.
and his stats still
Hey,
wouldn't be good enough for top
hey,
5.
look.
What are you talking
Hey,
about?
listen, Mac. He did say I can find another guy or 2 to do what he does. So he is acknowledging that he might have to get 2 guys to do what Jalen Carter does.
I mean, like right now, okay, I'm gonna use another example. Okay, hypothetically, because you see how we Giants all season we traded Dexter Lawrence for the 10th overall pick in the draft. You think if the New York Giants got a 10th overall pick in the draft for Dexter Lawrence, you think the Eagles couldn't get at least that or more for Jalen Carter? Because I'm gonna tell you they could.
Exactly, and you don't
I'm
think
gonna
I
tell
could
you they
turn
could.
around and exactly, and you don't think I could turn around and turn that into something better than fucking Jalen Carter? Of course
Well,
I
look,
fucking could.
you're gonna hope you do, but my point is when I say that
Fuck
is
no.
yes, that's how valued he is around the league. That teams would be willing to give that up to
But to
acquire
sit
him.
here and
That's
say
what
he's
I'm
the end
thinking.
all be all is fucking insane. He's not.
What I'm saying is he is
Okay.
absolutely, if not the best player on your defense,
Now, see, here's the thing, though.
one of the best
Here's
players
the
on your
thing,
defense.
though, and this is where the one time I am going to be disrespectful to the Giants, and I'm sorry because I love y'all.
Hey,
But you got no. Listen, y'all have been deprived of talent for so fucking long that you see Jalen Carter and you fucking drool over him, Mac. But I have sat here and I have had
Jalen
pleasure of
Carter is
having
good.
good DTs after DT after DT, and I can sit here and say that he is not the end all be all because I have
Jalen,
seen better than him.
Jalen,
hey,
Do
I'm
you
not
get what
saying he's
I'm
the best I
saying?
ever
Do you
seen.
get what I'm
no,
saying,
I'm
no,
Lou,
not saying
without
he's the
no,
being
best I ever
no,
disrespectful?
seen.
no,
I'm saying he
no.
one of
I
the best
don't.
now. I'm saying he
Wait,
one of the best now. That's what I'm saying.
I
He's
don't,
currently one of the best
listen.
right now.
I don't agree with that. We've been deprived of talent shit because we had Dalvin Tomlinson. We had BJ Hill and Dexter Lawrence at the defensive tackle position, and Leonard Williams. Okay, all of these guys have been great defensive tackles. So we have not been deprived of the defensive tackle position, sir. So I do not agree with that statement, sir.
Fair enough.
Got a Ravens fan here
I
in
will
the chat.
give you that.
Got a Ravens fan here in the chat. What's going on? Ravens 76 B Moore. He says said they're glad Harbaugh's gone. Oh, man, look, I'm glad y'all didn't appreciate him no more. Because we needed the real coach up in here, man.
And
He
Snacks
said
Harrison.
18 years. 18 years he gave y'all, man. Come on, bro. He gave y'all 18 years. And wasn't too many of them bad. Matter of fact, wasn't none of them really only one of them was real bad. He had three losing seasons. Three losing seasons in 18 years. Losing seasons in 18 years, and two of them were like 8 and 9.
Hey, let me ask you a real quick question. And I think this is why, and I'm pretty sure this is why Adam doesn't talk to me anymore. But I did ask him this before he quit talking to me. I said, Adam, I understand why you're hyped. I said, but doesn't him not winning with Lamar worry you at all? Like, and I'm asking you an honest question. Now, this has nothing to do with Dart. Take Dart out of the situation, but we all can agree that Lamar Jackson is probably the best athletic quarterback to come through since Michael Vick. Can we both agree on that?
Yeah, he's one of them, but we can also agree that he makes boneheaded throws in the fourth quarter a lot.
100%, 100%. I'm not saying that everything that has happened because of Harbaugh. I'm not saying that. I'm not nowhere near. I have made the argument and pounded the table that Lamar Jackson's a fucking goof sometimes in the fucking last minutes there whenever he threw it down at fucking Andrew's ankles. You know, and it should have been up at the chest. I understand that. That's not what I'm saying.
Allen suffered from the same thing,
and I 100% agree. But doesn't it at least worry you a little bit that he wasn't even able to just like get the? Never mind. Don't even. You know what I'm saying?
I think that he had some trouble trying to reel Lamar in. And I think he'll have a better chance of reeling Dart in than he did with Lamar. And I think because he has the opportunity to mold Dart.
You think Dart's more coachable, is what you're saying?
No, I think he's younger and he'll be able to soak up more because he's younger from a guy who's a revered coach in the league. So he's gonna listen to what he says and try to learn as much as he can. And if he does do that, then I think he'll be able to rein him in and make him the type of quarterback we need him to be so that we can win them big games that Lamar couldn't.
I mean, the big difference is
that would look really bad for Lamar, by the way.
One big difference is Jackson Dart. He's not a two-time league MVP. You know what I mean? He's not. He don't have that kind of resume that Lamar 100%. Jackson had.
No, he don't.
Yeah. So he's at the point where he's definitely just going to be more willing to not get a pushback. Whatever the situation, I don't know the situation. Right. I don't know what happened with Lamar with that relationship down there with Lamar and Harbaugh. I have no idea the facts behind it. None of that. I don't know. But I'm just saying he's just whatever it is. I just know Jackson Dart is going to be definitely more willing to right now to accept.
Yep. He's young and moldable.
But the one thing I can say is that the lack of talent was definitely not a problem.
No, he had talent over there.
There was talent by far all over Baltimore's roster from defense to offense. So
yeah, at one point, Lamar had OBJ, the other line, the tight end, not the one that we just got, but the one before him, Andrew.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yep.
Shit, he had like 3 1 and 2 receivers that were 3 of them were ones and 2 1s, 2 2s, and a 1. Really, at the 1, 2, and 3
always
receivers.
Had a top 10 defense every year. Year.
Lamar had targets.
Tyrone Hill.
Lamar had targets.
Tyrone Hill was good, bro. Welcome to the chat, man. If you're new to the channel, man, hit that like and subscribe button.
Congrats on the marriage.
Mac the Giants fan, man. And congratulations on your marriage, bro.
Hey, congratulations.
Enjoy it, sir.
L'chaim.
He said, Bookend said, this is kind of funny. A Giant fan sticking up for an evil player with an Eagle fan. I mean, look, that whole segment was, I know, a bit probably odd, considering I'm sitting here like fighting for Jalen Carter. I get it. It's just me. We just talking. You know what I mean?
Listen, man. Listen, I want you guys to realize something real fast.
Without blinders, that's all.
Listen, I want you guys to realize something real fast, and this is real fucking talk, okay? The moment that you are caught flat-footed is the moment you fall behind and lose. And that is a true fucking statement. Yeah. I don't care what you guys think.
No, that's true. On your toes is how it goes.
I'm telling you right now, if you think for 1 second that I can't be a top 3 defense, 5 defense without Jalen Carter, you are so fucking mistaken. It's not even funny. So fucking crazy. It's not even. Now, will it be harder? Yes, it will. But to think it's impossible, to think I need him, bro, I won a Super Bowl without him. I can win one with him or without him. Just
I'm not even talking about Jalen Carter, but listen to this. With all love and respect to you as my guy, the Giants is gonna whoop the Eagles' ass.
Hey, I hope. Listen, and I hope. Listen, and this is coming from me, and I don't give a fuck how many beers or how many fucking joints I'm in. I'm telling you right now, whoop my motherfucking ass because I want Nick fired. Get him down. I'm telling you, get him out of Philly. I am so fucking tired of Nick Sirianni. It's not even funny. For Eagle fans to sit there and fucking give Nick Sirianni credit for other people's accomplishments is fucking funny as shit. I'm telling you, bro.
Y'all want to know something crazy? Look, I came on. Like I said, I put this stream together at the last.
I'm sorry, I've been drinking, dog. I'm just being truthful here.
I put this stream together, and I came on here with the intention on like just doing a real quick little, probably half hour, 45-minute stream, real fast. And here we are now, crossing the hour mark, and we didn't had a whole debate about Jalen Carter.
I never thought I'd come on to a fucking Giant stream, bitch, so much that I got Giant fans defending Eagles. That's fucking funny. That's crazy. Y'all should be like,
listen,
what's going on?
No. If anything, we should be able to respect each other for that fact because we're fans of opposite teams. Yet we can sit here and talk football objectively without acting like emotional little kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fuck yeah, bro. Listen, all I want is my team to win. That is it. I just want the W at the end of the day. I don't give a fuck if my quarterback is Jalen Hurts. I don't give a fuck who the hell the name on the back of the jersey is. I don't care if I've ever heard of you before in my life. As long as you are winning me football games and winning me rings, I don't give a fuck who you are.
Oh, he's going Al Davis on him. Just win, baby.
You know, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. And that's the problem. People get so caught up in names. People get so, driven up about who's this and who's that and who's great. And, bro, I don't give a fuck. Just get me the W in the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
What's the name of y'all field? Financial?
What's my name, bro? My name?
The name of y'all field.
No.
Y'all field.
It's Lincoln Financial.
Lincoln Financial, yeah.
Ravens 76B more. I am Mac the Giants fan. That's Big Lou up here, and that's AK down here.
Yeah. Nah, you guys all about to see how bad this team really fucking is. Not you guys. I'm talking.
The Giants is going to dominate this year. We are gonna pound the rock.
Yo, I am telling you right now, bro. If you beat me, I'm coming on here throwing in the red fucking flag right there on the fucking table. I'm done. I'm like, yo,
No, listen, and I'm not even talking about Philly. I'm talking about the culture that I see the Giants having. We're gonna be a run first team. All right. We're going to try to control the time of possession and
Yes,
wear
sir.
defenses out and kill them with play action for chunk plays. That's what
Look,
I
Yep.
see the Giants being. That's that's
Yeah.
that's the vision that I see with
Ground and pound.
with the team that we have in place with the big men. We got the big Malachi Fields wide receiver. We got Isaiah Likely, the big tight end. Theo
Retard.
Johnson, the big tight end. Right. Um, we got new Francis Maui Noah, who's a dog at the lineman position. Right. So
Got the
we've kind of
fullback
got,
retard now too.
yes, Ricard, exactly, Patrick Ricard. And with the
325
fullback,
pounds of pure beef.
and he's a damn good fullback too.
He's a good
So
damn fullback, dude.
you put Cam Scatterboo or Tracy or fucking whoever behind him,
Singletary.
and
Nope.
yeah, and you can really move some people and get some yards. So I envision us being a ground and pound team who gets you to buy in on the run and then kills you with play action over the middle or outside, and that's what I see us doing. And if this defensive front works out the way I'm hoping it does, then we won't have to worry about our defensive backs too much because we'll be creating pressure and getting sacks, and there won't be too many throws. So
Yep.
All right. Look, Tyrone Hall here says one man's trash, another man's treasure. And
that's the fact.
Benjamin follows up with D tackles are for plugging the lanes, stopping the run. They're there to occupy space. We'll take Carter. Yeah, damn right we
Yeah.
will. If you let him get the free agency, we'll throw some money at his ass next year.
Shit,
Let him get
every
the free
defensive
agency.
tackle that left the Giants went on to win the Super Bowl, I think. Snacks Harrison, Leonard Williams, and Dalvin Tomlinson.
Yeah, that's what he said. D tackles
And
are
same,
not
same,
there.
dude. Milton Williams and Javon Hargraves for me, dude. Like I said, man, I can find DTs. DTs are a dime a dozen, bro.
They're
Like,
not though. There's some that are actually special. Like Aaron Donald's not a dime a dozen. He's not a dime a
oh,
dozen.
bro, no one's listen, man. First and foremost,
He's
if
a D tackle.
you're gonna, no, listen,
He's a D
Matt,
tackle. He's a D
Matt.
tackle. Well,
Matt,
then you got it.
no,
I'm just saying.
First and foremost, if you think that I'm daft enough to sit here and even put Aaron Donald in this fucking conversation, of course we all know Aaron fucking Donald. Like that's, come on. Now we're not even Carter's not even on that fucking level. Stop.
Nobody
Stop.
is. I'm not saying that.
I know, but that he's a physical freak, dude. Carter would fucking suck a dick to have the career Aaron Donald
Pause,
fucking.
sir. Jesus Christ.
No, fuck that shit, man. I'm telling you, bro. Carter is not what. Oh my god, watch, just fucking watch. I'm telling you, man. If you think for one motherfucking second.
I've been watching.
Yeah, and you know what? I watched too, and last year I saw him miss 9 motherfucking games, and I watched my defense still be the cause of my fucking success, and he wasn't even out there playing. Yeah, I have been watching, dude. I can do it already without him.
Bookend says, I think Lamar tries to do too much because he's heard the noise of what he wasn't, so he's playing. He's always trying to prove something. I mean, look.
Yep.
When he came out,
that is true. That is true.
When Lamar Jackson came out, man, you had teams that were trying to convert him into a wide receiver. People said he couldn't play quarterback in the National Football League. And here we are now, 2 league MVPs later, and it should be 3 league MVPs. He got robbed when they gave it to Josh Allen. I'm sorry, they robbed Lamar that. So look, a couple years ago in 2024. So he should have 3 league MVP, 3 MVPs right now to his credit. So look, he's proved everybody wrong. You know what I mean? He's just, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what happened down there. I don't know what happened.
He's in his own head. You know, I agree with the comment you just read. He's in his own head. He's trying to prove, he's still hearing them voices, even though he's gotten them MVPs. He's not satisfied. He wants to get that championship ring so he can turn around and be like, look at me now.
Real quick, let me ask you this question. What now this is just a hypothetical. Okay? God, don't fucking string me up for this one. What if Lamar would win this year? What does that say about Harbaugh?
It doesn't say nothing about Harbaugh.
You don't think at all?
because you
Like
no
if he
because
instantly wins the
why?
year after?
Listen. I'm gonna tell you why.
I'm not
Because
awkward.
listen, because that coach that comes in this year for them can't
Yeah.
take credit for everything that Lamar learned under Harbaugh for them
A
years
hundred
prior.
percent. Yeah, 100%. Agree. Agree.
So
Yeah.
some of that credit would still have to go to Harbaugh. So if anything, it would be a notch on Harbaugh rather than a knock.
So wait, you actually credit Dungy for Ben Roethlisberger's Super Bowl over Mike Tomlin?
Dungy.
Tony Dungy is who assembled that fucking team right before Ben Roethlisberger got on the Pittsburgh Steelers. It was only whenever Mike Tomlin came on that Pittsburgh Steelers that they won the Super Bowl, but Tony Dungy built that team.
Well, listen, I say the
I didn't even
same
know
thing
about.
for Tony
I never
Dungy.
even
I
didn't know
I
he
You
say
built
the
didn't
that.
know
same
that?
thing.
Oh yeah, Tony
Listen,
Dungy built that
yeah,
motherfucking team.
that's not the
100%.
first time. Listen,
No, I
that's
didn't
not the
know
first
about that.
time that happened. Tony Dungy,
But
um,
who is credit for
listen,
that though? Is that
listen,
Dungy or is
listen.
that Tomlin?
You got to give Tony Dungy some of that credit. Absolutely. And
Oh,
just because, listen, Tony Dungy, that's not the only time that happened to him.
Well,
He
Matt
put that team.
disagrees on that one.
He put he put that team together. Um,
no, he did Tampa
over there,
Bay. In Tampa
and
Bay, when
and
they
yeah,
but
and then they hired fuckface who got
Yeah,
fired for saying racist shit. I forgot his
John,
name.
yeah. But
Gruden.
Tony
Um,
Dungy went to the Pittsburgh Steelers after he left to Tampa
no,
Bay.
I'm saying, but
I ain't know nothing about that.
that
Yeah.
dude, the Tampa Bay Bucks won the Super Bowl that year with the new coach, but
But
that was the team that Tony
Oh,
Dungy
wait,
put together.
I think you mixed up with something because
I
Mike
am mixed
Tomlin,
up. Hold on,
Mike,
hold on,
Mike,
hold on.
Mike,
Who was
Mike,
the
Mike,
coach right before Tomlin? Sorry,
Mike
I'm coward, right?
Bill Cowher was the
Oh,
coach
Bill
before Mike
Coward.
Tomlin.
Yeah,
But that was
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So do you give Cower the credit, or
that
do
was
you?
by the time
So
they won
yeah.
Super Bowl. They won Super Bowl like 3 years later though. He was
No,
there.
they
That was
won the year after Tomlin started. It was Tomlin's
it
second
was
year.
like
It was Ben Roethlisberger's second year.
because
The talent was already
Mike
there.
Mike
The
Tomlin went to
talent was
Pittsburgh.
already there. All they did was insert Ben Roethlisberger in the second year. Pittsburgh won.
No, it wasn't. No, they didn't
Yeah,
win.
no.
I mean, no, that wasn't Mike. That was
That
Bill
was Mike
Cowher's theory.
Tomlin. That was
No,
Mike Tomlin with Big Cowher's team.
no. Mike Ben Roethlisberger, when they played Seattle in the Super Bowl, Bill Cowher was still their coach. That was like he was their head coach there. Bill
I
Cowher
will
was.
I will Google it, but I'm pretty
Mike,
sure it was Mike Tomlin because Mike
Mike
Tomlin has a
Tomlin,
Super Bowl, and
yeah,
it was with
the one that
Roethlisberger.
it was also against Arizona in 2009, 2008, I mean, or whatever. The 2008 season, 2009 January, that was the Super Bowl against Arizona, and Mike Tomlin was the coach
Is there more in
then
the back
for
seat?
that Pittsburgh team. But the first Super Bowl Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers went to, or Ben Roethlisberger, was against Seattle in like 06 or something like that, whatever year it was, 05 or something like that, whatever year it was. 05. It was 2005, I think, maybe. They against Seattle. That was Bill Cowher still, man. Because Mike Tomlin didn't even get there until 2006, I think, was his first year coaching the Steelers. It was like 06 or 07 or something like that. So yeah, pretty sure about that.
All right, I'm gonna have to go back and look, but I thought it was the other way around. I thought Tomlin got it his second year, which was literally Ben Roethlisberger's second year playing in the league.
No. Ben Roethlisberger came in the same draft with Eli and Phillip Rivers and them. So no.
Right. They all came in the same year,
Yeah,
2004.
04,
2004.
the
yeah,
2004 draft. Yeah.
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 Bill Cowher
And they
was
got rid of Bill Cowher in 05
no,
and got Tomlin in
no,
06.
no. Mike Tomlin only has one Super Bowl win as a coach. He
Yeah,
So
with
it's 2008.
he coached in 2 and he lost 1. And the second one that he coached in, they lost to Green Bay that year. They had lost that one to Green Bay. But they beat Arizona. The one against Seattle, Bill Cowher was still the coach for the Steelers when they played Seattle in the Super Bowl. Bill Cowher was the coach for that Pittsburgh team. Still,
Okay.
I'm 100% positive now. I know for a fact it was Bill. That Mike Tomlin was not the head coach yet when they played Seattle in the Super Bowl.
No. It was still Bill Cowher.
All right, well, we've been warned, Ravens. He says, Giants fan, you guys are too fafo. Like I say, y'all been warned. Harbaugh is afraid of alpha males. We'll find out. Who's the alpha male on the Ravens? He says Ravens have one of the best front office in sports. Giants do not. Tyrone Hall, thanks, man. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate
that I
it,
agree
brother.
with. The front office is a fact.
He says,
But I
oh
do, I
man,
do agree. Who is the alpha male on the Ravens?
I don't really know the Ravens roster that well enough to think about it.
I
I
mean,
mean,
you got Derrick Henry, you got Hamilton, you got
you got the defense, the linebacker, man. That's not Roquan Williams. He's a stud. He's a beast. He's definitely
Roquan Smith and
Roquan Smith,
yeah.
not Roquan Williams. I don't know why I said Williams. Roquan
No,
Smith.
you're good. And even at the time, at one point they had Patrick Queen too. At one point, right?
I mean, he was new to me. I never seen him in any of my stuff before, Tudo. But appreciate you, man, and thanks again, Tyrone. I appreciate
Tudo.
that.
What's up, Tudo?
Said this is a classic rant. Glad you're enjoying it, Joe. Let me catch these comments up real quick. Helps to that his volume is 4 times max and lose.
Tutto, grazie mille.
That Joe, when the Ravens won the Super Bowl in 2012 under Harbaugh, they had mutiny against him because of his boneheaded in-game decisions. Thank God for Ed Reed and Ray Lewis.
Yeah, but also didn't Joe Flacco have like the best ever fucking playoff run of like NFL history? Like,
well, it wasn't the best playoff run ever, but he had a really good one, and he didn't throw a. I think he might be the only quarterback to have a whole entire playoff run without throwing an interception.
They got cheated. Got cheated. He threw a touchdown pass in the end zone against the New England Patriots. He caught it, got 2 feet down, and then they smacked it out of his hand and they ruled it incomplete after he made a football move.
Only reason I say that is because you kind of have to give Harbaugh a little credit on that one. I mean, you can't have such a great run as a quarterback in the playoffs and have a shitty coach. I mean, I guess you can, but Flacco never did it after or any time ever, so kind of got to give him a little credit.
Like Joe Harbaugh's
a great coach.
And Joe says, but then he stayed 14 more years after that. That's a response to at Ravens, I'm assuming. He says, what's going on, Setio79? Appreciate you. New to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button for your boy, man. I appreciate it, man.
You know Seti. Seti been in the chat since day one.
And not in mine. I ain't never seen him. I've never seen that name on none of my streams before.
What up, Seti? Seti, one of my day ones for sure.
Oh, Lou, I mean, your channel is my channel are 2 different channels, brother. And like I said, I've never seen them in here on my joint before.
My bad.
Giants will be happy just to get respectable. That's what I'm talking. Joe, my man. That's what I mean. Like I said,
you'll get it this year, man. You'll get it.
Because look, this is what it's really all about, man. This is the first step. Be respectable. It ain't wins and losses. Yes, that's important. That matters. And you want to see wins. But right now, we're not respectable. We haven't been respectable. We got to take that step first. Got to crawl before you walk. You know what I mean? Like that's what it is.
Well, you got to take your respect. You got to take your respect in football, which means we got to line up week in and week out and punch the other team in the mouth for 60 minutes.
Appreciate you.
And until we do that continuously, that's the only way we're going to get respect.
Appreciate you coming through, Raven 76, man. Hope to see you again sometime, brother.
Well, it's like I told you, man. First and foremost, as long as your players buy into what Harbaugh says, that's the most important thing. Because the players have to have conviction in what they do. They have to believe in what they're doing. You know, and also with the coach, he has to believe that his players that he has out there can perform the things that he needs them to do.
Yep.
So I understand it takes time. It takes preparation, and I get that, man. And it might not look pretty at the beginning, you know, but I'm telling you, bro, when this is all said and done, give them next year. I'm assuming it's going to be next year more than anything. This year, you're going to get the you're going to get the flashes of, oh, this team can really be good. You know what I mean? You're going to get the images and the views of what's to come. And even me, as a team that's got to take you on twice a year, I'm going to start to see what you guys are going to eventually evolve into. And I respect John. I respect him a lot. And I think he's going to be really good for you. Way better than what you've had the last three coaches. So, I'm interested to see what you guys have. I'm interested to see what you guys build on. You have a really good foundation. So yeah, man, bring it on. I'm ready for football, honestly, dude. I really am. It's been way too long.
Absolutely, but we are about to wrap this up, fellas, because I didn't even plan on being on this long. For real. I do appreciate it, but I do want to get back to my Friday evening as well.
My bad, Brooke. I got it mixed up then. But see, that's what happens when you smoke weed for a long time. You mix shit up. See, Lou's laughing because he knows what I mean.
No, I don't mix up
Yeah,
my
you
shit.
Yeah,
You
Yeah,
just gonna
you
blame it on the
Yeah,
weed,
you
huh?
do. No. Yeah, you do.
It's just gonna blame it on the weed, huh? It's all
Yep. Yep.
right.
solving the race pile, and welcome to the chat, man. Even if we have disagreements about minor decisions, man, Harbaugh staff is clearly professional, competent, and adds value to the room, and that's obvious. Absolutely, bro.
There.
That's
There.
100%.
absolutely. That's what
Yeah,
it's all
it,
about,
it's
man.
it's not a clown show no more.
It's the
Oh,
thing. It's all the things you watch Harbaugh do this offseason, the attention to detail. Like I say, even down to the special teams. If this was Dayball's team still, we'd still be running Graham Gano and Jamie Gillian out there and for
Jesus Christ,
kicking and
please don't
punting.
say that.
Like
Lord
that's
have mercy.
it's the truth. We would
I
be. They
know,
didn't
I
give a
know,
damn about special teams.
I
That was like,
know.
well, I mean, look at that Jude McIntyre joker last year. I wanted to kill that guy. Like he just missed field goal after field goal after field goal, missing extra points, and you're still running them out there. Like what were we? It was a joke. We got a kicking competition in training camp. A kicking competition. Like this is what I mean. We got a grown man in the room. And that's gonna be the biggest difference on New York Giants. A grown man is now in the room.
Facts.
well, I don't know if it makes you feel any better, bro, but like 96% of the kickers last year missed a shit ton of field goals. So,
No. I'm not even gonna allow you to try to defend this Drew McIntyre joker. No,
dude, even my kicker was shit. Even
no.
my kicker was shit.
I know
Mac said, yeah,
that dude did not belong on the NFL roster at all.
hell no, not at
He did
all.
not belong on the NFL roster. He was a
Jay
joke.
Mack is going in.
Bro, I'm not even playing though, brother. If you seriously look at the stats, a lot of fucking kickers, like even good ones who were really good the previous year, really fucking bad.
No.
Dude, I'm telling you, dude.
Jude McIntyre was a different kind of bad. He was a
Man,
different kind of
Chinese
bad.
food, you
Okay,
start doing
and I
martial arts.
agree with you. And I agree with you. I'm just saying though that kickers were cursed last year, bro. Every kicker was bad last year. It was so bad, so bad.
Bro, we went through like about 3 kickers last year. That's how bad shit got.
No, I get it.
It took like 3 weeks of Drew McIntyre just missing damn near every kick he attempted to finally get rid of him.
Oh, shit. I love it, man.
Man.
I love it.
What's going on, Coach Ed? Peace and blessings to you, Coach Ed, man.
Peace
Thanks
and
for
love,
coming
Coach.
in, man.
Max said 3 weeks of him missing field goals. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
I watched him the other day, man. I love what I'm seeing from Denard Wilson. And the thing about Denard Wilson that I'm hoping that he can get the most out of our D-backs. Secondary is a big issue on this team a year ago. And Denard Wilson, before he was his coordinator days, that's what he did. He coached the D-backs up, man. And hopefully he can get these guys and maximize their talents, man, and get the most out of that secondary because they're going to need it, man. Eagles got, they got Devontae Smith, and if Makai Lemon pans out, is everything they hope he's going to be. You got another problem over there in Philly. The Cowboys, CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. I mean, we got to step it up on the back end. So hopefully he can get those guys, ready to go, man.
Well, listen, much love, guys. I'll let you finish up your stream, and it's been an honor being on here with you. It's been a long time since we talked, so I hope we get to do this here more throughout the season. But yeah, great
I'm back.
time.
I'm back. I was going through some stuff, had to clear up some things, but I'm back.
Oh yeah, man. I try to, but yeah, Mac, appreciate you having me on, bro. Love what you're doing here, man. Keep up.
Appreciate you popping in, man.
Yes, sir.
You
Have
know,
a good night,
anytime
guys.
you go live, I'm trying to get the link. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this was like I said, was supposed to be a little quick 30, 45-minute joint.
I know, but the minute I see you live, I'm like, they link me, son. You know what I'm saying?
Says I love Rutgers, but at Rutgers, McAtommy was strictly a kickoff specialist, no field goal. See, that's what I'm talking about, Coach. But yet we're trotting this guy out on the field to be kicking field goals and extra points and stuff. Like, no, it clearly didn't work. You should have saw that from the first time you attempted it. You know what I mean? Look, okay, he's not the guy. We got to get somebody else in here. But no, not Brian Daboll, not those guys. No, we're going to keep running you out there for a couple more games. Go ahead and just lose a couple more for us. I was like, I made a video about that Joker and everything. I was so just like last year. He had me so tight, man. Even shutting down the outside noise when it comes up, man. Absolutely, man. Salute. Peace. I'll be caught up, man. But yeah, Lou, man, like I said, I'm about to wrap up soon, man. You got any final thoughts before we roll out of here, man?
Nah, man, catch me Sunday. Earl Spence, first fight back versus Tim Suzu.
Locked in.
But it's gonna be on a Sunday, not a Saturday. So
Tyson Fury fight tomorrow, don't he? Don't Tyson Fury fight tomorrow too?
Yeah, Tyson Fury fight tomorrow. So I'm doing that leather to the face, and then I'm doing leather to the face on Sunday as well for the Earl Spence fight. So catch me there on G Nation Inside Sports for your boxing. And then Sunday nights, once football starts rolling, I'll be doing Sunday night football and Thursday night football. Mac, you're always welcome. You know what I'm saying? And anytime you want to do a stream, let me know. You know what I'm saying? But y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Mac the Giants fan. Let's get the man to 1,000 subscribers already, man. Y'all stop playing around. Hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button. Y'all know what to do, man. It don't cost you nothing to push that subscribe button and support the cause, man. You heard?
Coach said Brian Daboll is a Napoleon character.
the garden gnome, bro.
Oh my goodness gracious, man. Oh no, but look, football is almost back, fellas. Rookies already at the facility. Vets showing up next week. Then they headed to West Virginia, and then they're gonna get them pads cracking. You know what I mean?
Go.
So appreciate everybody that came out tonight. I had a lot of new people in the chat, man. I really appreciate y'all, man, for coming through, hanging out, keeping the chat lit up. Appreciate you, my guy, G Nation, Big Lou at G Nation, and AK, man, popping in, man. Definitely appreciate it. Had some fun conversations tonight. And now that's how we know it's football season, man, because we all getting that feeling. We getting that itch again, man.
Yes, sir.
So make sure y'all go like, subscribe, and check me out, because content's going to be flowing now from here on out, man. Content going to be flowing.
Let's go.
It's your boy, Mac the Giants fan. Peace. I'd like to thank you all for listening. If you was feeling this, please take time to subscribe and smack them likes. Feel free to drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to ring that bell so you know when I'm dropping new content. It's your boy, Mac the Giants fan. You can find me on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook at Mac the Giants fan. That's MACDA Giants fan.